Hi guys, so this is a video I have done to explain a bit about a Ouija board, so how they work and what to do before and after using one. So, first of all, when doing a session, I would highly recommend doing it in a small room. So the reason for this is that you want the energy to be able to bounce straight back into the board. So doing it in a small room, like maybe a study with the door closed, is fantastic. I would not do it in an open area as living spaces because the reason for this is that it can flow and there's more room, it's sort of more space for the energy to flow and spirit to hide and things like that. So it's much better doing it in a small room where you can contain it. Also, set up protection. So you can do this in a number of ways. So candles, definitely have a few candles set up. Sage, white sage is fantastic. Also, having things like you can do belling, like bells and bowls, like to raise the vibration beforehand, as well as like crystals. Like I like to set up crystal grids and things like that, just as sort of another thing to do protection, as well as like do a bit of a reading. So read out a prayer or something like that. Another thing that you can do is aura spray. Now, what this bottle is made up of is like eucalyptus oil and some tea tree, and that's to help clear your energy. So, especially when you're leaving afterwards, you don't want anything to follow you. So, doing this before and afterwards, as well as like for a few days after. There's a few recipes online you guys can look up too for those. White sage, I would highly, highly recommend. So, saging yourself before and after, as well as everyone doing this, as well as the place for a few days after as well as at your own place. You really want to deter anything from following you. Again, crystals. This particular one is amethyst, but you can use whatever crystals you want. I like to set a few others in a circle around it just to sort of add that bit of extra protection. So another thing you can sort of do to test out the energy is that I'm just letting you guys know that only a certain vibrational energy can talk to you through this. So lower level energies or spirit that has not passed. You cannot talk to someone who has crossed over, no matter what anyone tells you. The spirit boards, they lie. They can tell you whatever you want. You don't know who's on the other side. I like to set up a few questions to ask it, to test it. So a few truths and a few lies. So go in there with an idea of exactly what you want to ask it. So for example, if your dad's alive, be like, oh, does my dad have any messages from spirit, to give to me and things like that. And then just think of like static, just so you can have an idea if this is a truthful spirit or just a negative one, because there's different levels of it too, guys. These energies will feed off your own energy, so that's why, and a lot of people that have used them before will know this, that if you use it for a while, you'll walk away with like a headache. So this is why I would suggest like cleansing and all that as well, like aura sprays. But you'll walk away with you might walk away with headaches. You will feel really drained. You might not. Sometimes you'll even like, oh, I want to go to sleep now. When you first started out, you were really energized. So yeah, definitely cleanse yourself after, because you don't want to take anything home that could jump off onto someone else, because they can jump onto like it's more like a lion hunting a gazelle sort of thing. They're going to go for the weakest one. So if there's kids around you, your kids, your siblings, someone suffering from mental issues, someone from suffering emotional issues, they're more likely to be attracted to them and feed off their energy, and it can cause a lot of problems. So yeah, definitely look after cleansing yourself and your home for days afterwards. Also, another thing, this is such like information that I cannot find anywhere on the internet, but it's one of the most important rules of using an Ouija board. Always keep the pointer and the board separated from one another. Unless you're using it, always keep them separated. The reason for this is the board itself is a portal. So when you actually have the pointer, you're actually setting that energy up. And it sounds dramatic, but it's a conduit for evil. So do not leave them together. I would recommend like wrapping maybe the board in something like a black cloth and putting it in the box, and then maybe doing the same with the pointer and putting that in like a small box, but keeping them separated like completely. So I hope this helped you guys in some way. I would recommend not using one through my own experiences. What I know now, I know it seems like something that'd be super fun and all that as well, but just if you can, just avoid it, guys. But if you're going to do it, just follow those rules and please look after yourself. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more videos similar to this and have a good day. Bye.